Good afternoon everyone, and today I'm going to be giving my February monthly analysis, but this time it's for the silver market, which has actually sprung to the forefront of the news recently. And the reason I say this is because it's the latest example of retail traders taking on the big Wall Street hedge funds that are short selling particular markets, squeezing them out of the market. Now, it comes after recent news regarding GameStop shares, which I'm sure you've all heard about. And silver seems to be the next in line, and it's actually jumped to 2013 highs on the latest social media push. And I'm going to be analysing the situation in silver right now and how it's going to affect the price going into February. So what is going on at the moment? And we'll start off with tips were posted on social media on sites such as Reddit, as you've heard about with the GameStop shares. And this time it was about silver being manipulated to the downside, just like we saw with GameStop shares and others that are in question at the moment. Now, this has caused, or did cause, a buying frenzy, and we saw silver trade close to $30 per ounce. So really, we have another battle of retail versus institutional, retail versus Wall Street, as these Reddit forums continue to cause a stir in the markets, really. But will it work this time around? Now, I've got a few factors. Well, first of all, we need to see if it's sustainable in the long run. And is manipulation evident? Well, 2 years ago, 3 JP Morgan former employees were charged with the manipulation of silver. Now, what they were said to do is keep selling the market to keep the price low so they could get in at discount levels and make huge profits. Now, this was said to be going on from 2008 to 2016. It was reported last year that JP Morgan had amassed a physical stockpile of silver of at least 600 million ounces. Now, that's the highest amount of physical silver in history, right? Now, they're also said to own more than half of all stockpiles in the world. So it's clear to see what they think of the silver market. And I've done a video on the 2021 outlook, and it was bullish. The factors of demand and supply say that silver should be bullish, but we've been in a downtrend since the 2011 highs, which makes absolutely no sense, which is quite shocking, really, and it's really evident that this market is undervalued. Now, is this likely? Is this social media frenzy likely to carry on? Can we actually short squeeze the big players in the silver market? Well, the total value of silver being traded is around $1.5 trillion, which, by the way, is 1,000 times the total value of GameStop share capital, which was $1.5 billion before it came the target of all this speculation. Now, this says to me there's no doubt it's going to be much harder this time to have the same impact as it did on GameStop shares. Well, what I would say is do not underestimate the power of social media. It's clear to see over recent weeks that the power of social media is huge. It's causing huge moves in the market. But I do think this might be a step too far. But what we have to understand is retail traders do sometimes jump in, though they definitely jump in when quick profits are available. We know they act on impulse. And some people will just jump in just to stick it to the big players and make a political point. But let's take a look at the chart and see this happening in real time and the potential this might have. Right, okay, so I'm on the chart now, and I just really briefly wanted to show you what I meant about dropping from the 2011 highs and the market manipulation. So in 2011, we topped out at around $49.50 per ounce, and since then we've been in a constant downtrend, which I said is quite shocking. It's quite surprising considering we know we're bullish about silver and commodities like this in the long run. So this is a clear market manipulation which has already been found out a couple of years ago. Now, if I go onto the daily chart, because we want to find a forecast for February, and we can see here when the Reddit post went out and we had this social media push, shall we say, this was all of this price action here. Let me just highlight it for you. All of this buying pressure here was down to the Reddit posts, the retail traders sticking it to the hedge funds. So we have to be a bit careful because these are quite volatile conditions, and as you can see, once we did hit around $30, which I'll mark as our new high, market structure high. We have immediately retraced, which backs up my point about it probably is a bit more of a long shot to have the same effect we've had on GameStop shares with silver, just because of the sheer volume and size of the market. Now, we have to treat this, if we're looking at it from a technical perspective, we have to treat this here as a break of structure. And I said about the power of social media, and I do still believe that they obviously can cause the market to move. It's just about, if you were in on this market and you've seen posts on Reddit about there being a big push for silver, just think about taking some chips off the table, you know. Just think about what I would do personally is think about taking some profits and as they say, playing with the house's money and keeping your investments safe. Now, the level that I'm looking at for the absolute kind of, I call the floor of the market here at $20 per ounce, a huge psychological level. Sorry, so I'm going to mark this as the floor. Can't see price going much below that, and this was actually said that JP Morgan have lots of their stock at around this price as well, so can't see price getting to there. But let's have a look at the next daily level, which we could test in the next coming months or next month. So we have this daily order block here. I'll delete this for confusion. So I'll be looking for price to retrace down into this area and looking for a buy out, and our target profit being $30, another key psychological level. Break above there and we're looking for some really nice upside. Now let's take a look at the 4-hour chart, and what I noticed straight away is I've kept the daily because it's still the break of structure on the 4-hour as well. Time frame confluence is really important. Now this daily order block can actually be refined to a much smaller area and a much better entry. So if we was to mark a long position from here and targeting $30, we were looking at around 13 risk reward trade, which is brilliant. Other than that, I'm just trying to see if I can see any more levels. This is the best level for me. It may not reach there for a few weeks, but we can always set alerts there as well, so we don't have to watch the market the whole time. Let's have a look at the 1-hour chart and just see, because we're in a downtrend at the moment on the 1-hour chart. Now, on the 1 hour, if we're looking for more of a scalping position, we have this break of structure still, this break of this high, impulse up. Now, bearing in mind that we do have order blocks below this and some pricing efficiency below this, we could be looking for more of a scalp trade from this area here, from this key level on the 1 hour chart at around $27 per ounce. Now, just quickly add in some indicators. So we have broken the 20 EMA at around 28.9, which would have been a nice selling opportunity. We are trading quite far away from it, so if price was to just sneak into our daily 1 hour order block here, we could be targeting the moving average as well. But other than that, guys, yeah, what I want to stress more than anything is the markets are quite volatile at the moment. Silver's in the news, as we know, regarding the Reddit posts and the social media frenzy we have going on. So it's really important to trade safe. If you are hearing news on Reddit about this, the next frenzy, then I'm not saying don't get involved, but it's really important to take some chips off the table, guys. But other than that, please trade safe is the most important thing. Please also like and subscribe to this video. You can also turn notifications on so you don't miss out on the 2 videos a week that I put out for the February analysis. Share this video with anyone who you think would benefit from it. And also, if you have any questions or any opinions about the silver market at the moment, then feel free to message me on my Instagram above me, or just drop a comment. Other than that, guys, have a great week, and I'll catch you all for the next video.